fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make $1, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea.
Holy shit. All right, we're getting political today. There's no avoiding it. Conspiracy theories abound. What a freaking 24 hours here, man. All right, happy Sunday. Good to see you guys. Casual stream, like we do on the weekend. But of course, not your average weekend here. Let's take a look at crypto just to set the stage here for what's going on. And shockingly, Bitcoin at 59K, briefly touched 60K. We're getting to the assassination attempt here in a minute. I don't know what, like, I'm so new to this. I don't know what I can and can't say. I'm assuming it's all fair. But wild. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this throughout too. I'm just itching, like, especially an event as big as this, and it's a big ass deal. Connecting with like-minded people. Actually, hey, even people who are not agreeing, I want to hear it. You know, this could and should be something that unifies us to some degree. It should be. And we'll see if it is. We'll see if it is. Choina, happy Sunday. Luna, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Attaboy. Awful lot. Great to see you, bro. So the crypto market's like turmoil. What is it, a flight to safety? What exactly is that? Why can you predict that something like what happened yesterday is going to send Bitcoin, is going to send the market? Why? Not complaining, you know, but why? Oh, man. Also NFTs, too. I got quite a few things to show you as far as the impact, the effect this has on the market. Well, you see it in crypto right here, and it does have an impact in NFTs. All predictable things. As I've said, we are entering the most volatile period for crypto ever. Said it then, saying it now, and I think now is just the start. What a shot, man. What an absolutely incredible shot. Historic shot. I woke my son up when this happened yesterday. I did. He was taking a nap in the middle of the day. And he likes Trump. It's been weird, right? Like, I love that he's interested. He liked Trump when he was, quite a bit younger last election. And I tried my best to balance that, because he was getting those feelings in forming his opinion around, gaming communities. And you know what these gaming communities are like. So I didn't love all of his thoughts and opinions, and as best I could, I tried to counter a lot of that. But he's a Trump guy. I am not. You can't help but feel a certain way when seeing something like this, though. There's something about that. I can't lie and say I didn't feel a sense of. It's not pride. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that idea of unity I felt when you see this shot, when you see the video of that. I'm happy he's safe. I think it's disgusting people are screaming about that shooter missing. It's disgusting. So it's not pride I felt. I think it's just I'm happy the guy's okay. What a shot. How soon till that's turned to an NFT, though, right? Trump's got 3 NFT collections. Let me think here. Trump Card Series 1, Trump Card Series 2. I feel like there were like 1 editions in Series 1 that maybe were in a separate collection, maybe. I think they were, like a signature edition. The prize NFTs, the mugshot edition collection, the special like 100 edition ordinals, right? There was the mugshot ordinals collection too. I mean, we're talking like 5 NFT collections. Not going to be shocked. Honestly, I'm not going to be shocked to see this turned into an NFT. Oh, dude, I didn't see these. Confusion. Good morning. Good to see you, man. Wow, I really want to see. Okay, hang on. Quick left turn. Hey, we'll do this throughout. We can go wherever, but I want to see the markets. I want to see how this space is reacting to this, and it's so far reacting exactly like I'd expect. Some meme coins cooking, some specific NFT collections, Trump's collection soaring, and I'm expecting new meme coins to be created, new NFT collections to be created. So yeah, sounds like we got one. Trump puppets. And I do want to talk about the event. What am I doing? It's an ordinal collection. Oh, you know what? This may be. Here we go. This is probably it. Oh man, dude, these are probably gonna cook, right? Right. It's just the nature of this space. Exactly like a meme coin, it's probably gonna cook. Like, because why wouldn't it? Because why wouldn't it? Henry might join us. I don't remember if I said that, guys, but Trump may be joining us here. Yeah, let's peek. Let's peek at their X account real quick here. Oh, this is not a new collection? Hey, let's do some alpha while we're here, huh? Oh my God, am I being retarded? When I make the screen like this, I can't navigate my way around. Okay, this is newer. Well, hang on. How new is this? Okay, this minted back in March. Yeah, minted back in March. Dude, I might grab a couple. I'm in speckle mode now. Good morning, English. Tell you what, dude, I like them. I like them. Again, if we are entering, I can't even say if anymore. We are in the most volatile period for crypto ever now. And shit like this will cook. Not going to say these for sure, but if not these, it's going to be something else. There's going to be NFT collections that come from this, right? We will get to the meme coins that came from this, but NFTs are coming. Some of them are going to cook. People are going to make a lot of money, a stupid amount of money on it. Be really active right now. Do not disengage. Or, hey, make sure you're subscribed here. I'll keep you plugged in. It's my job. Oh, hell yeah, confusion. I'm gonna end up grabbing a few on secondary here. I mean, fuck it. I'm probably gonna buy some like nowish. I want a wizard hat, you know? I'm gonna buy some live while we're here. Don't sweep them up. Don't price me out, guys. No, not a Trump guy. I'm still not voting for him. But I'm sure as fuck not voting for Biden. I sure as fuck think one side is much more violent than the other. But I'm not voting for the guy. I'm not. He doesn't need my help at this point. Slam dunk. This guy's going to steal the election. This guy's going to win this election big fucking time. Unless they replace Biden, it's Trump's election now. Dude, not to sound like a fucking hippie, but man, I feel vibes. I feel energy. I do. You can't deny you feel it too. This guy's not going to lose at this point. Not. I can't wait to see his reaction, after the fact. When we see him again, if he's calm and cool and collected, still brings that fire, right? But this is his best opportunity to win over people who would never have voted for the guy before. And I feel like he's going to do it. Him having that fortitude, having it in his mind to stand up and pump his fist and say, fight. I've not seen that from that dude before. That's different. That'll get people, man. That was real. And shocking to say some people are saying this was staged. My wife was saying it, joking around. She was totally joking, but I see people out there not joking. And I'll tell you what, whatever happened yesterday is fucked up. I am a conspiracy theorist. A lot of the conspiracy theories out there are true, and we've learned that over decades now. I don't think you have to be a conspiracy theorist to say something's really fucking fishy about this. Really fucking fishy. That you have a building, 300 yards away? Direct line of sight, completely unchecked. That's fucked. That's not normal. That's not an oopsie. You got guys here who are watching that scene, Secret Service, trained police officers who their job is to make sure that area is secure. You tell me they missed maybe the most obvious place in that whole ground? Something's not right there. Something is not right there. I'm not going to deny that, brother. In fact, we're gonna do a little microdosing here. We're gonna get to that in a quick minute here. All right, I'm kind of dragging my feet here. I'm waiting for Henry to join. I'm hoping he joins because I think he's eating this up. Not in a shitty way too. Just he served. He was in the military. He does like Trump. He's got great perspective. He knows what military people are like. I'm sure some of you guys are vets too. So I want to hear their opinion. What I don't want to hear, the opinions I don't want to hear is exactly this. OSF, fucking brilliant take. For me, shooting someone in the ear while they're constantly moving their head is too close for comfort to be staged. Yeah. Billy, 16-year-old Call of Duty player. Early whiff investor. Part-time macroeconomics expert. Everyone's a fucking expert. That's me even right now, too. Everyone's LARPing on X. Everyone's a fucking LARP. This is the new norm. Everybody's an expert on everything. It's gross, man. And on the flip side, you're entitled to your thoughts and your opinions, and never, ever have we all had the stage we have now. You got X. You got YouTube. You got TikTok. Never in the history of the world have you had a platform like these platforms to put your stupid-ass opinions out there. It's exactly what I'm doing here. Remelia, hang on. Fuck you, English. It's true. Remilio on ETH? Yes, you should get one. I'm getting so mixed up with which collections where. Remilio on ETH, get one. Milady, get one. Redacted whatever on Solana, get one. The stupid-ass angels on Bitcoin, get one. Get one of all those. That's the future, brother. All those collections. The dumber, the better. The more redacted, the better. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's check this out, guys. Hey, if you don't like this stuff, like I get it, this dabbles on the violent side. And we don't normally touch that, but today we are. This is the biggest story of the week, of the weekend, of the week, of the month, of the political season, of the year, of this election cycle, of this decade, almost definitely, of this century, almost definitely. This is a big fucking deal. We're not going to stop hearing about this for fucking months. We're going to see this in history books. Come on. It's exactly what's going to happen. So yeah, today we're talking about it. Again, if this isn't your cup of tea, if you come here to get away from that, well, first off, you watch the afternoon show, there's no escaping it. But today, this is the story. This is what we're talking about. I will try as often as possible to steer this towards crypto and NFTs. I love that shit. This has a huge impact on this thing we all love. But we'll be talking quite a bit about it. This is fucking baller. What a fucking badass here. Come on. That's incredible, this man. Fight. 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 That's fucking incredible. That's a moment. That's the moment right there. That, just like that photo, that. Historic. Absolutely historic moment here. Unbelievable we witnessed that yesterday. Unfucking believable. All right. God damn, I want to take a quick break and buy a couple of these bad boys. Let me grab one. Hang on. Let me call dibs. Hey, Dead, what's Tensol? I missed another comment from you, I think. Again, what a freaking shot. All right, let's look at the leading up to that shot. It's absolutely crazy.
That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. Check this out. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if you can see that too, by the way. I don't know if this is real, but if that's real, is that real? Do you guys think that's real? We got any like Photoshop experts? Is that real? That's wild if so. To see that bullet whizzing past him, it looks like it could be. Wild. Again, put that in the collection too. Put that in the NFT collection. crazy. Absolutely freaking crazy. By the way, this is your shooter. He's dead now. Not real. Okay. That's your guy. He looks a little different now. I bet you. Probably this whole area gone. That whole area probably doesn't exist anymore. And you can't see it, but there's something in here. It's called a soul. Don't know if he had one, by the way, but also gone. Also gone. This man burning straight in hell right now. And here's a video, too, of him, I think, graduating. This is the dude. That's him. It's funny, too. There's oh, my God, it's crazy. You got lefties on TikTok and shit losing their minds that Trump didn't get got, like really get got. And you got others, yeah, it's crazy. You got others pretending to be this dude and then saying they're not him. It's crazy, man. Social media is disgusting, ain't it? Just disgusting. But that's your dude. Was your dude. Apologies if he doesn't identify as a dude, but we're rolling with that for right now. That's him. It was him. Piece of shit. Crazy though, man. This is what doesn't make sense. Okay, Trump here. You guys have seen this. I'm sure you've seen it to death at this point, but you can't not talk about it. This doesn't make sense. Trump here. Secret Service lined up on these buildings. Shooter there? Come on. Come on. You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to say this doesn't make sense. This guy chilling right here, direct line of sight. Are you kidding me? Does anybody think this was the story they're saying, that this is just a lone wolf? Like, all on his own, this guy gets a ladder, puts it up to the side of the building, crawls on the roof. Secret Service and police are notified 3 to 5 minutes before. People shouting, like getting the attention of the cops. There's a dude on the roof. There's a dude on the roof with a gun. Pointing to where he's at. And it still happens. Anybody buys this? Which, English, you want to come up? By the way, guys, smash the like. I'll tell you what. I'm going to get better at asking about that. I don't do it often. Like, I try to remember every episode, and I usually don't. I really pushed it on Friday, right, with a poll. One of the best performing videos in a while. The like helps a ton. You guys don't got to share out the show. You don't have to drop comments on the show. But dude, the like button makes a big, big difference. I'm surprised. I'm learning this stuff, right? I'm learning how the algorithm works. That like button helps a ton. So do me a favor and hit that like. Yeah, English, check your DMs. I'm going to send it right now. All right, and Henry is trying to make it, so hopefully we'll get him up here. All right, English, check over on Discord. Dude, we haven't chatted in a minute. I can't even find her DM, so hang on. Okay, boom, sent. I don't buy it, man. I don't buy it. I lost all faith in this government, especially COVID sealed the deal. I'll tell you this. I lost faith way before that. I have not voted in a decade plus. Ron Paul, last guy I voted for. Lost faith a long, long time ago. Always questioned to some degree 9/11. Just, I don't know. Always question it. I don't know what to make of it. Questioned so many things over the past decades now. But COVID is where I saw for sure that they lie to us. They lie right to our faces about various things. I'm not a COVID denier by any means, but I saw very specific things you could not dispute happening in other countries that was being reported by other countries that universities were releasing reports on, and then we would deny all that stuff. We said there was nothing happening. Well, I'm trying to remember what it was. Some university in Australia, like a prestigious place, had a report that projected how many hundreds of millions would die from this thing. This wasn't some ex-LARP, right? It wasn't an idiot like me saying it. This was an institution that did a report on this, showed hundreds of millions of people potentially will die from this thing, and we're saying nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing, guys. It makes no fucking sense. No fucking sense. What's up, English? Good to see you, man.
Yo, how's the audio?
It's good. It's good. It's crispy. I like it.
All right, I'm being lazy. I don't have the roadcaster and all that stuff. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds good, man. You're home?
Yeah, I'm at home. I'm being lazy.
Oh, that's cool. I know English is in bed right now. I know.
I got the laptop next to the bed. Yeah. I don't know
Good
if
shit, dude.
that accurate. 120 feet. I feel it was like 120 yards or 120 something else.
Yeah. Confusion, or whoever said echo should be better now. Sorry, guys. There's like one little button setting if there's people on it, if I don't have it set. It has to do with audio from the PC coming through, and if I don't click this button, it does that echo. So sorry for that, guys.
All right, testing. Yep.
There you go. Better. 420. So I think it was like 100 yards or something like that. Or
okay,
yeah. So 420 feet. It's so fucking close. There's a graphic here. Somebody made a little like a computer generated video showing it, like the angles. Dude, it's shocking. It makes no sense. Here we go. I'm going to put this up. What general thoughts about it?
General thoughts on what specifically?
Let's just say the whole thing. The whole thing. Let's just say, first off.
All right. So my first thoughts, crypto related, is kind of my first thoughts, if I'm being honest, is I think we were coming off like directionally everybody's thinking, hey, listen, like sideways summer, sideways and down, right? So chopping down and to the right, but mostly just kind of, chopping along. And then everybody expects like a rally. And what's like the pivotal moment, right? Like what's the pivotal moment that things turn around from a narrative standpoint? I think everybody doesn't expect like this was the top, 69 to 72,000 Bitcoin is the top. We're going to go down for whatever reason. Summer, people, sell in May, go away, all the BS. We topped off too early before the halvening. We have to retrace. And so there has to be like a narrative, right? A narrative that puts it. And I think in general, people price in stuff. Maybe they thought, hey, listen, Trump's ahead in the polls, but, the election could still be rigged. I never believed that the election was rigged or whatever, but these are how people think, right? Like, it's like, he's still not 100% out. And if you look at the statistics on Polymark, whatever, everything's that it jumped up from like, I don't know, 55 to like 75%. And then that gets priced in. And so
speaking about that, by the way, Polymark
perspective, like this is the catalyst, right? Like people, irrespective if Bitcoin was going to bounce here, regardless, maybe in a week, maybe now, whatever, people will look back on it and say, hey, listen, this was the turning point right here. Like this is the time to go in. And there's a psychological effect. Like, does TA work, or does TA work because everyone's doing TA, right? Like it doesn't really matter. Like everyone's looking at the same support levels, everyone's looking at the same Fibonacci levels. So it's like, all right, this is what we're doing here.
It's like cat and mouse, right?
From a psychological standpoint, I think you have to, at this point, if crypto is the most forward-looking market and prices everything in, people are pricing in a Trump victory, right? And then so with Trump victory, you have nostalgia of 2021, even if you don't have the rate cuts yet, and the free-flowing money of COVID. But you still have that nostalgia. Again, you're going into now the month of August, right? So we still think about one more month of this, but it starts trending upwards. So I wouldn't expect 65, 69,000 right away, but I wouldn't be surprised if within a week we're back at 64 levels, somewhere around there. People start feeling more optimistic. People look at the meme coin. I don't know. It's just to me, in my mind, the first thing I thought was, outside of any political ramifications, outside of any global ramifications, crypto specific, I just thought people are going to look back at this and say, okay, we're back. I don't think that's too far-fetched for most people to think. I think most people felt that.
That
was my
immediate
reaction.
Great take. There's so much of this that is psychological that no one can explain to you how or why it works. It's psychological. The same thing that made people feel patriotic yesterday that made me feel a kind of way too. I can't even say for me if it was a patriotic feeling or if it was a no, maybe it is like after 9/11 where you really do want to come together, right? That was the feeling in the air yesterday. Psychologically, what that does to people, this is the craziest thing, but it makes people euphoric in a way. It makes people want to spend in a way. It makes people manic in a way. It's a bizarre thing. It's a bizarre phenomenon, but it is what it is. It is something that happens, and we've seen that time and time again. It's why the meme coin ecosystem is what it is. It's why we're in a new era for crypto. A thing happens. It's a thing that excites people. It makes people come together around the thing. All of a sudden, it's a financial thing. Out of nowhere, Hawk Tua, all these other memes that come up. This is that being played out right in front of us, and this is something we've seen before. Confusion said we saw this with January 6th a couple years ago, right? Right, I think that's exact same thing. There is some kind of mental thing that happens with big events that gets people in this headspace where they want to spend and they want to feel like they're part of a thing together. Well, you can't be a part of this thing in public unless you live right there. You're right where it happened. But now online in these communities and now thanks to crypto, you become a part of it. You have actually some stake in the game now. It's the closest you can get to these events without actually having been there, without you having anything to do with it. It's a new time. And again, this is now a forever thing. This isn't just a blip on the radar. Although most of them will be blips, right? But this is forever. Whenever you see a big event like this, expect a market reaction immediately. And part of that's really fucking cool because opportunities now from here till forever. From here till fucking forever. So this is why I encourage people to never disengage because these things, nobody's predicting what happened yesterday. But if you're engaged and if you already knew how to use Photon or, have a Solana wallet set up, you got to take advantage of that. And if you're not engaged, if you've never used these tools before, you may have missed it. Good thing that they come, that they will come back. There will be another thing. There will be another one and another one. They will never stop. But you got to be engaged and ready for them, man. And if you are, holy shit, can you win?
Yeah, I see Confusion saying, now we can watch Rune's moon. So here's my thesis on that. I'm not sure quite yet. I think Bitcoin's always going to lag what's already established on Ethereum and Solana. I had given this take. People asked me like, hey, when is Ordinals going to run? And my general disposition was, hey, you're going to have to see assets on Ethereum, assets on Solana run, like the JPEGs, before the puppets and the node monkeys went on their parabolic run. We were on this show and you were using like the Pudgy indicator saying, hey, listen, like this is sticking at 3 to 4 ETH. Everything else is pumping around it. Cryptodes, all this other stuff started pumping. All these legacy ones, shit. The Jenny Kongs went from 4 ETH to like 15 ETH.
That's right.
There was just like a general sentiment that like, hey, man, maybe these legacy ETH NFTs are oversold. Then we saw Pudgy go on the parabolic run. On Solana, you saw all these NFTs, Tensorians, Claynosaurs, to a lesser extent, obviously Mad Lads run. So people had a general sentiment, hey, listen, for whatever reason, whether they're oversold, whether they're getting airdrops and we're arbitraging the difference, people just felt more bullish on JPEGs. And that's what we saw it. I think for Runes to run, outside of having a catalyst where Bitcoin runs to 80 or 100 or whatever the case may be, or there's some custodial solution with multi-sig wallets that allow you to trade AMM liquidity pools, OpCat being enabled, any of these solutions that allow for a more bullish experience where you can just click one button to buy, dump on everybody's head and PvP and have fun that way. I think we'll need to see meme coins bounce. And I'm not talking about EAR. I'm not even talking about outliers like MOG that's kind of outperforming currently. You need the big boys. You need Pepe to be running, back to 7 billion. WIF going over 3 billion, all these other ones, that have historically just kind of been the trend centers where people feel FOMO. And then what's going to happen is what happened with Ordinals is that like people are like, fuck, I missed the Pudgy. I missed this. Let me go over here to Bitcoin that's only been out for a year. Let me get some fucking exposure to like these early assets because they're going to moon. And so I think it will be a sympathy play. I don't think it's anything specific to Bitcoin assets, Ordinals. I just feel like there's tons more liquidity currently on Solana and especially Ethereum. And those are going to move first. So once I start to see the big players in meme coins move again. Most of them are down, 40%, 50%. Even if people are still directionally bullish on them, I think we're going to need to see that. But yeah, I'm actually in agreement that I think in general this is bullish for runes if we can see general price action of crypto, the three majors move up. If that makes meme coins moon again, then yeah, I think we'll see. Because you got to remember, like, we retrace back to a 1 billion market cap on runes, and in my mind there's no way that before the year's over that's not 3 to 5 billion market cap. So you're talking about a 3 to 5x across the board on the top 10, maybe top 15 runes.
Dude, shocking. We actually almost fell below a billion just, what is this, 4 days ago. So close. And a little bit of a rebound since. Not quite a rebound, just slowly gaining some market cap since then. But shocked to see that. I honestly, I didn't think we would get that close to a billion again. I thought we had enough support here, although it's spread so thin. It's spread so thin. There's so few people in the Bitcoin ecosystem at this point. But it is what it is, and yet again, great take. Agree with all of that. By the way, right now, two Trumpy kind of projects in the top 20 collections. Looking over just on Bitcoin right now, over on Magic Eden, there's the Trump puppets. There's Bitcoin Trumps. I don't know if I've seen these before. I've heard the name before. I don't recall seeing them. Actually, are these pretty new? No, these have been around since February. Okay. Just again, crazy that an incident like this can change everything. It really can flip it all. And yeah, it feels like we're watching the very start of that. Now, meme coins. English mentioned EAR. That was one token that was created last night over on Solana. Quick 10x. Quick 10x on that if you got in and you timed it right. Who the hell knows if these things have life, right? How do you spot a whiff? How do you spot a boom? How do you spot a what's another big Solana meme coin? How do you spot those so early, like this early?
Well,
10 million, $15 million market cap.
yeah, I mean, so both of those. So Whiff, I got called in our little group chat that you're part of. That was that was Pizza that called it. I think he got lucky. I mean, everybody gets lucky, but this one actually, this is the coin that I called. I caught it at, I think 3.5, 4 million market cap. I saw it dip to 2 million.
We're talking a year.
Yeah, year.
Okay.
And then so what I saw was there was about 4 or 5 coins that probably had the same market cap. I think half of it is intuitive, and the other half is which one are like the big meme coin shill people that they fill in shill. They fucking what are they doing, and then which is like the catchiest, right? And I saw Survivor, I saw this, and it's like, which is the stupidest, funniest one? Like, okay, it's just the fucking ear, and then they take the mantra like the ear stays on, which fucking is hilarious, right?
Yep.
Because the ear could have fallen off. And so to me, it was just the clear winner. Like I literally, I called it in a couple groups, like friendly. Like I'm not a caller, right? Like I'm not a like this. Just like, hey guys, like I think this is the one, And someone was like, no, I don't think I'm aping. I'm like, I think this thing goes to 30, to maybe even 60 if it goes really, really crazy. I use comps. I saw Trump was hovering around 60, so I figured, you know what, half of Trump. And maybe like, oh, this is gonna flip Trump because it's just so in the moment, so much funnier. And so yeah, Trump hit 69 at the time. I thought, I was like, I use these comps. I don't think it could actually go to 100 million, not anytime soon, and it probably dies out in 3 days. But yeah, I just think you have to follow some of these main accounts. There's one guy likes LYXE, I think, that I follow. And he was pumping it hard. I think that's. I'll send you his other thing. But yeah,
Please do.
He's a big fill and chill kind of guy. Type of dude that will see something at 100 million market cap and believe it. No, not that guy either. I'll send you the link. We'll throw like 100. That guy. He's been chilling. Giga. He's been chilling. Yeah, that's a good follow. He tends to ape into things with size as early as possible, but sometimes he doesn't get in until like 100 million market cap, but he'll throw 100K. Like this dude throws 10K at 5 million market caps, like he's trying to make $1 million off of each coin,
Trump with fear. Okay. Yeah, dude, good shit. Luna scored a 4x on Trump with fear. Oh, with ear. I'm a fucking idiot. There we go. Trump with ear. That's all, dude. And cool thing is, okay, so we got ear right now. I think people all day today, all week this week, are going to be coming up with their own funny coins. We may not even see the big winner coming out of this event yet. Could be. It could be
It's
ear. It
ear.
could be any of
It's
these
ear.
others.
There's no. This is what happens with meme coins, right? So like with meme coins, one of them becomes, I don't know what's the word, the original, the
Yeah.
one, whatever. It's like Node
It's just the
Monkeys.
one
It
people
doesn't
rally
matter.
around for whatever reason, right? It becomes
Exactly.
the
Like it
one.
doesn't matter if Node Monkeys was the first 10K PFP or if it was
Good analogy.
Badgers. Like the consensus is like that's it, right? Like it doesn't matter if you like V1 more versus V2 punks. Like there's a consensus for whatever reason, whether it's official. And I think at this point, I think ear hit like I think close to 30, like on one of the wicks.
Oh, no shit.
Definitely hit 20. And there's just nothing else there. So what'll happen is that the other ones will die off. And if this has any legs, whether it's a day or a week or maybe, even longer, I doubt it stays longer.
Picture this, though. Picture Trump hasn't come out and said anything, right? He tweeted. I think he posted on Truth. Trump's not come out and talked about his ear, but potentially he's going to talk about the ear every fucking campaign stop. He's probably going to have a bandage on the ear. Like that ear is going to be front and center. So this one has a great chance of being the one. Like really, really great chance. Like everyone's going to be looking at and talking about the ear, including Trump. So keep your eye on this, dude. I'm probably going to get a bag here after.
Look up fight. That's one that I haven't seen. Someone's saying fight.
Fight. Yep. Yeah, I saw that one too. In fact, I think percentage-wise, that was, I think, the biggest gainer, at least in a period of time. Yeah, look at that. $8 million market cap right now. That I'm telling you, that was the moment. That might make some sense. That was the moment where everybody got that feeling. Even if you're not a guy who's voting for him like me, you feel something when he got up and did that fist pump, shouted fight. Wow, up
The chart looks good. The
200,000%.
chart looks good. Sells versus buys looks good. Chart looks good. Volume looks good. Yeah, I think he's right. I think fight based on the fact that it's like the picture that becomes iconic and the more that they post that specific picture versus in the moment. So I think that's probably a good call. It'll either be ear or fight if that's the current hot trending one. Just because it's two separate approaches. One is more meme on the picture that everyone thinks is going to be iconic versus what's like the funny one, what's the left curve, but that's what makes me bullish on whiff. So I put a lot of money on whiff. There's a lot of whiff FUD. Nobody can talk about meme coins without some whiff reference, whether they're referencing Pepe or whiff, whether they say dog with hat. Oh, this is what is the what's the saying that Billy is dog with hat, but without without Ansem. It's shit like that.
Yep.
The ear stays on. It's just in the zeitgeist. So like, not to pivot too much away from Trump, but how this relates is like, look, one of like the biggest winners out of hundreds, if not thousands, of people coming out with Trump coins and pumped out fun. It's almost a derivative of dog with hat, and I think that's powerful. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's more. Like if the price of whiff is 1.5, 1.7 billion with all this whiff FUD, imagine when people forget about that, Bitcoin's hitting 80, Bitcoin's hitting 100. It's the type of thing, like people forget that Pepe went from 1.5 billion to 300 million for a while, So yeah, just kind of a quick pivot on that, how strong these memes are. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
It's gonna be a crazy week. It's gonna be, depending on how you look at it, a really fun week, maybe a really profitable week if you play this stuff right, dude. Looking at this photo again, we were talking about psychology, just why these kind of events do what they do in the market. There's also a psychology to pictures and why certain ones can become iconic just on their own, just the composition of the photo. This is interesting, and like I guess forgive the shitty mock-up this guy did on there, but he's right, and this is stuff I've been learning not through any type of studying of method, but just kind of like working at this point on thumbnails. Again, this might sound like a stupid thing to relate, but trying to learn how to frame things the proper way and how you want to balance out a photo. It is almost a perfect photo, just taken at the perfect moment. Look at that thing. Again, kind of the counterweight of the flag with the bodies down here, like where the eyeballs are lined up in the photo, being on the bottom third and almost right in a line. It's like just on its own, and if you don't care for what's going on in the photo, just the photo itself, it's damn near a perfect photo. Dude, we're going to see this on Time Magazine. We're going to see this, I mean, everywhere. Absolutely fucking everywhere. So the photo is going to be this iconic thing. And fight. Fight is what the dude's saying there. So I think fight
There's
is
a
where I'm
couple
going
of things. So I've always been, as kind of a passion thing, like of design and composition, I've always kind of just geared towards that. There's some iconography that's interesting here. So if you look at like the flag, the way that it is, it's kind of in the same position that like when you see patches on like the US Army, it's like it looks like reverse, but really it's like the flag, like if you're charging forward, the reason that the flag goes from right to left, and you see where like this, the square and the stars are, usually you look at it, it's left to right, but this is right because you're charging forward. So it has like this imagery of like fighting right there, because that's what you see on the patches, right? You see there. Also, it's angled from the bottom. And so it makes the person look bigger. It looks like you're looking up to somebody, like a godly figure. There's just so much things outside of the balance of the composition. You have like this pole on the left, like it just has like this momentum that's like holding and bracing the fist up. Yeah, I think probably a top 10 political photo of all time for sure. It's going to be up there with everything.
That's crazy, isn't it? Like crazy. And you never know when these things come about. They just kind of can happen. Interesting. I mean, take from RFK Jr. Actually, who's this kid? Is this his son? Does he have a son?
I have no clue. I saw that post as well, and I had no clue what was going on there.
This sums up, I think, what a lot of people are feeling. Although, at least I just speak for myself. It sums up what I'm feeling. Unsecured rooftop 150 yards away. Multiple witnesses saying they were screaming at Secret Service. Actually, there's a video of that too. There's a video of people screaming at the Secret Service and police. 3 to 4 minutes as they watch this guy crawl to that spot and line up his shot. Something ain't right here, man. Something is really, really not right here. I want to find this video real quick too.
I want to hear Henry's take on that.
Oh, dude, I can't.
I feel like he has. I don't know. I feel like you lean a little bit too conspiracy theorist, and maybe I lean too much of not conspiracy. I feel like Henry has a balanced take in being former service.
Yeah. God, I want to find this. You know what? Yeah. He's a little more level-headed. That's probably right.
Go to deck screener. What are we looking at?
That was ear. I think that was ear. We were.
Well, so Luna's asking us to go back to deck screener. So what's pumping right now? Oh, with ear.
Okay, which one? Ear?
Probably ear. Or is the ticker with ear?
All right, so here's ear. Which, man, this is
retracing. Ear stays on, so that's a different one.
So
you're on Dex Tools. He wants specifically Dex Screener.
Got it. Okay.
He's basically saying you're a boomer.
Yes. Yeah, we know. We know. Wait, should I be using Dex Screener, not Dex Tools, like in general?
I think it doesn't matter. Most people use Dex Screener. I use whatever. I use both, I guess.
By the way, for anybody who's not really trading this, what are the tools that you guys are using for trading? Are you trading on Photon or using bots in Telegram?
Most people who use Photon have pivoted to BullX, a little bit faster. These are for like these pump.fun guys that are waiting for it to go to Radium and do all this other stuff. BullX is the choice right now. Yeah, everybody went from BonkBot to Photon to BullX. I don't use that, but I know several people that are these like trench guys. I'm not a trench guy. Like as much as I called ear at $2 million, I didn't ape. The reason I don't do this is because I like to sleep peacefully, and I'm not trying to hit like these crazy kind of shit. And
dude, it's a lifestyle, isn't it?
$100 and not worry about it.
Yeah.
But that's not the type of dude that I am. Like if I wake up in the middle of the night to take a pee, I'll be looking at it. I'm gonna wake up 3 more times just because I know I ate something, and I'm an addict. I was a Magic the Gathering addict. I was, an Adderall addict. Like all these things that I really enjoy.
Dude, I hear you. Dude, if you want to trade meme coins like those guys you see killing it at meme coins, it's your life. It's literally going to become your 100%.
life. I mean, there is a theory that you could just put in what you're willing to lose. Imagine that you lose it, and then if you lose it, cool, and if not, you have it. But I'm not that type of dude. Like, even if I have any skin in the game, I'll be checking the charts non-fucking stop. Like, I'll be watching it more like porn, you know?
Oh, dude, exactly. Like I could put in a quarter soul and the same thing. I have to look, and I have to look all day long, and it's like it's so distracting. God, it's fun though, dude. It's been a while since I've actually played like that. It feels like, dude, maybe it's time. I said earlier this year, actually even more recently, I'm tired of missing shit just from not being a participant. It's got to fucking change. Yesterday I did set up my my is it Bullex? That's the Telegram bot.
Bullocks. Yeah.
Finally set that up. Created the wallet there. I've not funded it yet, but I at least have that rock, and I'm hanging in the Kook Telegram and Slingor, and I'm trying to think any others that I'm like have pinned, right, that I'm actually watching. Kook is a solid one though. This guy likes. I'm definitely going to be peeking at. Does he have a Telegram as far as you know?
Kook?
Yeah, not Kook. The likes guy.
Yeah, I used to be in his friend tech group actually. But it's not. Look, this guy, even when he had a friend tech, he would call something in the friend tech group and then post 2 or 3 minutes later on the timeline. So like, I didn't know that. I used it more because I could get feedback like, hey, do you think this is cooked here? And he would like talk directly. I don't know if he has a Telegram, but if you're just looking for calls, he's a classic, fill and shill type of dude. He's gonna buy whatever he buys, and then within 1 minute he'll post it. He's not like trying to.
I like that term.
He's obviously gonna buy first, right? He's not.
Yep.
He's not gonna yell or whatever. But
Yep. I like that term.
He's probably not the best, but like he is who I've used, just because I've used him. I don't know, but he does fairly well. Nothing crazy in terms of. I would say he's the type of guy that I follow to confirm something. Like, he's not the first to post something, but he does get pretty decent stuff. He has guys in the trenches in Telegram. He's probably one of those dudes himself. He's decent enough.
Andrew Tate with his take. He was on, man, I'm addicted. I'll tell you what I'm addicted to. I'm addicted to Mario's Twitter Spaces. Mario Nafal. It's so fucking fun. I mean, I'm addicted to the news in the same way. I've been addicted to crypto and NFTs before. He had a big Spaces on with Andrew Tate. Man, did we get... I'm trying to think if Alex Jones was on there too. There's a few really big names that were on it. I mean, they're just so fucking entertaining. So yeah, Tate, of course, has been all over this. And hey, even Thread Guy's putting out some clips there of his interview with Andrew Tate, where Tate explained how this stuff works, where they're going to try to cancel you first. And we saw that with Trump removed from all these social media platforms. Next thing they try to do is put you in prison. And clearly that's what we've been watching here the past year for Trump. And when that doesn't work, they try to kill you. The they thing, they, is really difficult. That's a really tricky thing, right? Who is they? Who the fuck knows? The they thing is where people start calling you a conspiracy theorist, and 99% of the time, rightfully so. But a lot of theys here in this, in Andrew Tate's tweet here, they found an idiot. They let him on the roof. They let him set up a rifle. They ignored the warnings from the crowd about this man with a gun aimed at the president, and they let him take shots at Trump. I mean, man, again, the word they is pretty fucking tricky, but it is all true. Everything right there is true. Who the fuck let him? I'm struggling with this, man. The conspiracy theory side of my brain's taken over. You know? It feels...
I mean, look, it's probably not that far-fetched. It's not that far-fetched. I mean, if people are yelling, hey, there's a guy with a rifle on the roof, and you have counter snipers that have a scope, and I don't think it's far-fetched to say that it takes 30 seconds between people yelling, someone on the ground going to comms, say, hey, get eyes on this roof, assessing that there's a man in a crouch position with a rifle, to take a shot immediately, right? Like, doesn't sound like a long turnaround time. Like, anything over a minute sounds a little bit long. So I don't know that it's a wild take. It's probably not a crazy take. I'm just hesitant to say, like, hey, like, they let this guy take one shot. Like, I just want more information. I don't know the turnaround. I want some professional analysts to look at it with all the footage, look at the time what was the time frame exactly? Like, we're just ballparking here. We're ballparking that it was several minutes. How long does that person, I feel like we have footage on the first person. If you make a composition of everything together, how long the turnaround time is. Like, I think of Sully landing the plane, and they're like, oh well, on the Hudson, and they said, hey, listen, you had enough time to go and divert to the other airport. And he's like, yeah, but you're not accounting for the fact of the time that it takes for the reaction and this. And then they actually proved that he didn't. And then he was exonerated like a year later from, because he was going to get fired actually, and they looked at him as being liable for that. So I don't know. It doesn't seem far-fetched. It seems long. I want some professional, independent person to assess how long over the normal threshold that they fucked up, or let it happen.
Yeah, that's where I'm stuck. Is it feels like it's so hard to say if it was orchestrated or if it was let it happen. I'm stuck on that specifically. It feels like someone allowed it to happen. I don't know if they knew it was coming, but they left it open that if somebody were to do that, it could happen. The flip side is just as scary, that we're so incompetent, and I'll point to January 6th as the same thing, that we're so incompetent that we can allow these things to happen over and over and over again. That's maybe the most shocking thing to me. Here's the video. Here we go. I want to make sure I'm checking. I want to make sure there's nothing graphic on here. I think it's okay. Yeah, they blurred this out. So if you've not seen it, here's a video of the shooter on the roof, people pointing out that he's up there, and then you hear the shots ringing out, and then you see it get blurred when they take the guy out. So check this out. English, you may want to mute. We'll get the echo. Only if you talk, you'll get the echo. So just a heads up about that.
I hope he's turning this way. Be careful, guys.
Yeah, so there he is. They're blurred. At that point they got him. But the crazy part is, you heard people screaming out there that there's the guy on the roof with the gun, but apparently it was going on minutes before this, 3 to 5 minutes before. So something just, it doesn't add up. And I'll tell you what, maybe the biggest factor, the biggest thing that gets me still is just looking at the layout of that area, that there is just one building. It's a large building, but one building directly across. Something doesn't add up, man.
Based on that video, I know you're saying that there's 4 or 5 minutes of screaming before, but that was 30 seconds, right?
Yes.
Like, I think that's a normal turnaround time between wildness. I guess it just depends on how much time was before that.
Yep. Yeah, if it were just that video and people said, hey, we were shouting as soon as we saw him and this was those people, I would be the same. I'm like, yeah, first off, it would be, well, how did you let him get up there in the first place? But separate from that, you're right. That would be way too quick to do anything about it, I would assume. But yeah,
this particular post is kind of misleading because it has the still image on the top, so you keep looking at him like, oh, why aren't they shooting him?
Right.
Yes. Like if you were just to watch it with that lower video, and it's like from time of people yelling to being shot, it seems that there was 30 seconds. Who knows?
Yep. Exactly right. I think it comes back to this video. This is just the shocking part. Straight fucking line. Straight line. How is this not all blocked off right there? All of it. All of it. Again, something doesn't add up. We're going to learn a lot this week, like for sure. Or maybe we won't, because how many times do we see major events that we never hear? We never get insight. We never find out the truth about something. Luna, what'd you get into, by the way? I mean, like people shouting out some really, really good tokens, I think, here.
I mean, here's the reality of it. Like, I think people that tend to lean towards conspiracy theories very hard and like Trump are going to milk this for all it's worth, because that's just their natural disposition. The people that hate Trump and might have been happy to see him shot, as crazy as that sounds, are going to say that, this was staged. And I think both extremes are kind of crazy, and the truth lies somewhere in the middle. And I don't think it's that far-fetched to say that maybe to some extent they let this happen because somebody wanted it to happen. And I don't think it's that crazy that maybe they just fucked up.
Oh, that'd be a scary thing if it's just a fuck up. And also agreed, it could happen. We've seen it happen. Peeking at the collection rankings here, just kind of curious what else in the market's moving. Aside from all the Trump-related things, Send It on Solana back on top again. Why? Are you familiar with Send It, English?
I'm not, but I see that beautiful shroom on the top, and every time that you have a big shroom sale, you got to shill it so you can chill my bags.
Fuck yeah. You got one? Or you got more?
I only have one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, those are. Oh, that's a special collection. I'll say that.
If
Send
you go
it.
to the Bitcoin shrooms, I have the reverse shroom. If you actually go to Magic Eden, it makes me want to buy the forward one because then I'd have the matching set.
All right, let's peek. Bitcoin shrooms. That's the full name of the collection.
Yeah, doxing my wallet, but it's okay. Most people know it anyways.
Okay.
You see
How are we
that
gonna find it?
that one, the gray one, the gray one.
This
I
right
have
here.
the reverse one. So you have like a fast forward and a.
Ah, good lord, dude, what a piece. What's the inscription number?
I don't know, man.
Like sub 1K.
Yeah, they're all sub 1K. I think there's
Yeah,
like two or three. There's a few shrooms that are technically above 1,000, but there's like 3 of them.
dude, sweet collection. All right. Send it, by the way. Send it it's an NFT collection, 100,000 edition collection minted via Blinks over on Solana. So that's kind of its significant there. Its significance, Blinks, these new, God, it's not a protocol. Maybe I'll call it a protocol just for now, but allows you to mint via not going directly on a website. You can just get this link out there. You can put it right in a tweet. You can put it in an email. And people can just click it. And my assumption, I really want to do one of these. I want to like interact with one, but I think it can just pop up a wallet connection right there, like the purchase right there. So it eliminates all this friction. You can go ahead and do things directly from your email, your tweet. So pretty fucking cool to see that catching. People really using that tech. And I think that is, I don't know if I'm going to call it disruptive tech, but it is absolutely tech that's going to lead to onboarding. It's easy. You know what I mean? It's just, like I said, just removes friction. So would love to see more of that, but great to see a collection like that on the top. What else we got? D-Market always cooking, Fragana's Retardio Cousins. So we got quite a few Solana collections. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 Solana collections in the top 10. I think this BRC20, by the way, I think that's Pi. You remember that BRC20?
What's the ticker?
I think it's got just a question mark. I think it's a display issue for us. I think it's Pi, which was a really hot BRC20 earlier this year. So I think that's the one. I'm actually going to look at the historical sales. If this goes back like 6+ months, then it is Pi. Let's see.
Dead, did you pick up a shroom? He says he
I think
needs
Dead
more
has
shroom in
got Dead has got at least a fractional one. I think there's one that a few guys got in together. I think.
Yeah, that was Kenny and some other guy that did a fractional mint. I don't know that it minted out or they ended up doing it, but maybe.
Okay. Oh yeah. I think this is Pi. It actually is way older than I thought. It's like over a year old. Pretty damn sure that's Pi. BRC20 is starting to like
pull
pick
up
up a little
pizza.
steam.
Pull up the 5-letter version of pizza.
All right, let's see. And I might have to go on Unisat or another site to see it well.
That's what I if I was doing an analysis of oh, he got a multi-sig one of the
Nice.
current BRC ecosystem and the health. That's what I would look at. It's the newest one. I don't think Ordi even counts as a BRC20 anymore. It's like this digital artifact of and it has, it's on Binance. It's not really like an in the trenches one, and this one had tons of volume.
So why wouldn't you consider it a BRC20 now?
Yeah, we probably, if you're talking about shrooms, we're probably throwing away money. JPEGs are definitely worthless, and we'll probably go to 0. What is it currently? 430 for a batch of it's actually doing fairly well.
We're talking pizza?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, looking pretty damn decent, especially with that Unisat ecosystem growing. Okay, does Unisat consider pizza like their token, like their platform token?
Yeah, I think so. So you have to understand the history of Unisat with BRC20s. When Domo first made the protocol, it was fungibles on inscriptions. It wasn't necessarily on Bitcoin. And you had to subscribe to the idea. They're all meta protocols, right? So Ordinals is a meta protocol that you have to believe in for it to actually be on Bitcoin. And so there was no indexers, and Unisat made the indexer. And so it was the first time that you could actually buy and sell BRC20s on a decentralized marketplace. Before, you had to OTC that the same way you OTC, spreadsheets. You just send it. I have 1,000 of this. Oh, okay. And we make this weird composite. So they've always had a very special relationship with BRC20s. Now they have like the programmable ones or whatever the V2 is. You have the Binance investment. And so what they did is they secured the first 5-letter ticker. So before, it's like it's like the reverse of runes. Runes goes from shitty tickers to good ones. This kind of is the reverse, and that's kind of the reason that Casey decided to do that. He realized that, hey, like the tickers are, this ecosystem's only going to get better with it, better infrastructure. So let's save the good tickers last. And so everyone really max extracted. I don't know if extracted is the right word, but max front ran all the good tickers, Pepe, whatever. There was a pizza with a 1Z, Sats, Rats, whatever other things were catchy with 4 letters. And so they picked something very iconic for the first 5-letter one, and it was pizza. I don't know if it was technically the first letter. Maybe there's one before that, but it's considered the first one. And it's an iconic one. Pizza obviously relating to Bitcoin. So yeah, that's the reason I kind of use that as the indicator, because it came out and it had a decent market cap. I think it's like 80 million, 100 million. And I think that's pretty decent for a BRC20 to first come out. So I think if that starts pumping, people feel bullish. It's a provenance play. It's just a ticker. It's not necessarily a team executing. I guess you could argue it's Unisat, but I don't know that it has that same feel. So yeah, that's what I look at. It's remained in that 100 batch between $4, $5. I think maybe got as high as $6, but it looks pretty healthy to me.
Love it. Want some pizza? I want some pizza. By the way, Luna, I think cooking. Luna,
Yeah, nobody cares about BRC20s. I would agree, Luna, from a consumer Twitter perspective. However, BRC20 pizza has done more volume than all the Runes ecosystem put together.
Yeah.
And so there's tons of people in China and in Asia that still are bullish on it. I don't particularly hold any BRC20s. The moment Runes were announced 6 months before it's launched, I didn't get into Track or any of these other ones that were doing well at the time because I thought it would be antiquated. But if you're looking at it from just an analyst standpoint, I don't think you could say BRC20s are dead and Runes currently are, maybe from a speculative standpoint and from a crypto Twitter standpoint, but people are trading the fuck out of pizza compared to Runes.
If there's 100 people that trade it, and if there's opportunity, then that's all you need. I think that's all that should matter. To a degree. All right, we're gonna wrap here. I just want to show. I think, Luna, I think this is your big winning token right now with Fear. Cooking. Luna up 6x on this as of now. This one's looking pretty damn good too. So
you keep calling it Fear.
I'm like tying those words together.
Why Fear instead of with ear?
With Fear. Yeah. I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. Yeah, you know what? That's all you need to hear to know I never got in with. Like it's not like natural for me to say it. So with ear. There we go. I think I got it. All right, guys, any other tokens you guys see over the next, I don't know, few hours, day, whatever? I mean, keep those and bring them to the show tomorrow. We're going to talk all about these bad boys. I'll certainly be looking, hope to get some exposure to some. God damn, a lot of people making some money today. So let's get in on that. We Fear. No, sir, don't fuck me up. No, don't do that to me. English, any final words?
Yeah, if you're looking to get into any of these coins now, you are the classic exit liquidity, man. The winners of this are the pump.fun guys, the people that are in the trenches, the people that weren't on the timeline on Mario Nafal Spaces. The moment that they said, all right, hey, listen, let's just ape anyone, put $50 in. There was one dude, man, that he put in $230 in pump.fun with ear, and he was up 350 on paper with 150 already secured in profits this morning, man. So yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I think that pump.fun having it where you really have a chance outside of being like in this insider cabal thing, like that's, especially if this is the turnaround to crypto rallying for the last 6 months, man, these people are going to make a fuck ton of money. It's still out of my comfort zone, and I've been fortunate enough to make money on Bitcoin and ordinals in a different way, so I don't need to do it and have some mental sanity. But man, there's going to be a lot of money made. We're going to look back this cycle, and we're going to look at pump.fun and all these other ones and meme coins, and that's where the money was made, man.
That's it.
This cycles NFTs.
Yep. If you were here 21, 22, you remember that energy. You were tied to your computer. You never left. It was the most exciting thing. It's like English said, it's right here. This is where it's happening now. So if you need that kind of action, if that's how you want to be trading right now, this is where you need to be. Pump.fun.
Yeah, it
Our
used to be
unofficial sponsors
whitelist
of the show.
grinding on Discord. Now it's these motherfuckers.
Yep, exactly. All right, guys, hope you have a fantastic fucking Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow morning. We got the Inside NFT Morning Show, Chain Reactor, the afternoon show, and then the Little Noun Show at 6 p.m. Eastern Time over on X. A lot of great stuff coming. Be safe. Have fun. Guys, we'll see you.